Hey, and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the Fans Toys Dunerunner, aka Beachcomber. And to start off, I want to get an elephant out of the room. I have a lot of trouble getting these pegged in. I feel like there should be a bit more of a limit to how far these pieces move, and for the love of God, I cannot get this piece in. I have gone through about 7-8 YouTubers, and only one of them, who I will not speak his name because it probably wouldn't be fair of me, says that you just take pressure off to get that in there, but doesn't actually explain what he means. He points something out under here, but that's about it. So I've tried, but if you can think of a way to get that to stay on, well, not this, but to get this to plug in, let me know. But all in all, so far, I am loving this figure. Obviously, this is the additional metal plate you can put on the front, although that's plastic. As usual, does not come with Autobot insignias, but it is a rather nice figure. He rolls very well, rubber tires. I just wish that would peg in. He actually has seats. I didn't grab my Masterpiece Spike, but I do have seen reviews that he will not fit in there. There's nowhere near enough room, and funnily enough, if you can see in there, it's got a steering wheel and some dials and stuff, even a gear stick, which personally I find that pretty impressive. So it is rather nice. So if you look to the left of the screen, you will see a nice picture of all the other accessories, including 3 other heads, instruction manual, card and heads. I said that already, and 2 metal plates. So if you don't want this one, you can have the 2. But if you've seen my cup review, you know I am rubbish when it comes to split stickers. So, beg my pardon. Oh God. So if I can get away with not having to use split stickers, I'm perfectly happy with that. And of course, on the right side, you will see a picture of Dunerunner with his Generation / Power the Prime counterpart. Their Beachcomber. No, he doesn't have a Titan Master sitting in, but he obviously does. As an additional accessory, providing this doesn't pop off, you can take the gun and you can plug it in the back here. You just have to separate these. There we go, that comes off. You slide, I'm waiting for that other piece to slide off. Just slide that in here, tab that in, and you can plug that back together. And now he has a gun, and voila. Now I will admit that I will show this gun off in robot mode and here obviously, but when it comes to display, I won't be displaying him with the gun. I like the idea of his pacifism. So we can just plug that back together. So there we go. But he has a nice bit of blue. I will say also I've already started chipping some paint off this guy. White paint, I'm not sure if this blue's painted, I assume so. He does have the transparent lights, which is his transparent obviously all of them have it, so everyone has a bit of transparency. So let's get down to robot mode. So we're going to pull that off, put that to the side. Now of course that just tabs in here, and we will get down to, now the instructions slightly says differently how to transform this guy, but like I said, I've watched a few YouTubers trying to figure out how this works and found out a better way to do part of the transformation. So first you're going to come under here and untab these, like so. They just fold out on themselves. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sort of bend down. Actually, you're going to pull this up a little bit, which will release the hip joint. And then you can, and you can fold that out like so, and it reveals the belly. Now, it says to do that in the instructions before doing the legs, but we're going to do it now. So next, we're going to untab these pieces here. Just put these camera up a little bit. And then you're going to pull up on these and very carefully flip these out. You can try to grab here, but that's really iffy, like so. They are tight. If you can, I'd prefer using a tool, but they are very, very tight. So just be careful on that. Then what we can do is we can fold the legs all the way down. They just fold down and they just magically split themselves apart. So that's helpful. All right, so then we can come back here. We won't worry about this. So you're going to, this will be a little bit tricky to try and show, but what you're going to do is you're going to rotate, if you haven't already, they'll untab these port here. You're going to rotate the light up. You're going to double hinge, there's a double hinge here, over and make the light go in, but not the wheel. So that goes over, that goes in, if I can get it in there. Just push that down, and then you can pull this back, so it covers over, and then it tabs in. If I can get it in, so 2 tabs, ports. So get that in there. There we go, and just push it in. And then you're going to wrap this around, fold this around. This will tab into here, and then you fold that under. And then you bring this down on the back, tab it in, and that just sort of sits at the back. So quickly go into the next one. So over, rotate, over more, slide in, push down, slide back, tab in, fold over, slide back, bend, flip in, flip down, and press it back, and done. Now let's get to the upper body. So this is going to flip up. We're then going to, if we should probably already, split that in half. We're going to push the wheels down. We're going to pull this out. You're going to fold these pieces under. Then that's going to go underneath and just sort of fold in against itself. I'm not quite sure if there's an actual tabbing point. I'm sure there is. I just haven't noticed it yet. Push those further in, like so. And then what we can do is we can try our best, and I haven't done this yet, to, actually we'll just leave that for a moment, but I might need a tool, so if I stop you know why. All right, so that's going to just come out for the moment. This will hinge down. There's, if you can see, there's tabs in here and 2 ports. So you start off like that, give it a sort of a push down, and that lines up, and it'll line up better in a minute. So we're going to rotate that down, I think. Actually, I think it rotates the other way around. I'm probably jumping a step, I thought so. So we're going to try and get this out. So give me 1 second, I'll get that. Okay, so what I have done is I've pushed this a little bit tighter, because this has to sit over the top of here into these grooves. We'll fix the abs up in a minute. You're going to make sure that head's in the right spot, and you're going to fold this all the way down. You can use this hinge here to get you a bit more room. This comes back, and these ports, and with that, we'll tab into there. And I'll just give it a nice push to make it tighter. And thankfully, that's in the right spot. That goes down. Now, the arms. So Bobby did one about this. I can't remember Emgo, because I don't think I watched his. But you're going to do, pull out the arm first, then come back here and slide out the hand, tap wrist, forearm I should say, and tap it in there. So it's gone from that tab to this one. So same on the other side, pull that out first, tab that out, and fold it in, and it doesn't go very far. You'll know if you've got it, and I've just activated the ab crunch. And there we go. And he does look good. I do like him as a Beachcomber. If I can figure out how to do a certain pose, I'm going to swap out the heads. So he is a nice figure. He looks very lovely. And he is exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping to get the X-Trans, but instead to get the birdies, but maybe I can find a cheap bird. So there we go. Now, if you look to the left side of the screen, you will find a selection of all my other mini bots, from Takara to X-Transbots to Bad Cube to the other fans' toys. I'm not going to go through them all, otherwise I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes doing it. So we will get down to articulation, and then we'll just have, pardon me, the last look. So his head can do a full 360, and to my knowledge you just pop the head off if you want to change it. Can look up that far, can look down that far. He can do a full 360 at the shoulder. Comes out that far, only limited by the tire. He has bicep rotation. He has single jointed elbow. He has waist rotation, very squeaky. And of course, if you disengage this a little bit, you can get an ab crunch. And then you just gotta realign everything again. There you go. He has, very awkwardly, wrist rotation, but it's very limited due to the outside of the arms. He has typewriter fingers, no, with just the one pin. Thumb does not move, and his head's detached. So if you really want, you can push his head further up higher if you want, just disengage that. You can come under here, and come back here. So they're basically one big pieces. And his leg goes forward that far, goes back that far, goes up that far. He has hip rotation, and in hindsight, I swear I had a paint chip there, but God knows if I can see it now. I swear I had one on his leg somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, getting back to it. So he has double jointed knee, which gets it up that far. He has ankle tilt, which goes that far. His toe cannot move up or down. And that's pretty much it. So as for his final accessories, he does have his gun. Like I said, I don't plan on displaying with his gun. That is a very tight elbow. And we can just get this open. And it's the old-fashioned tab in the palm, which honestly I prefer Braun's way of doing things. Just slide in, so they can just go in there and just try to line up with his fingers. Close it around, and now he can shoot people. And I will say, and a lot of people have said it, that not having the ability to swap out the hands, at least one of them with a golden lagoon hand, is a missed opportunity. So it is what it is. But here's a bigger question. Thrust knew he was going to become #1 Decepticon. He said so in the episode. So why in the hell did he tell Megatron about the Golden Lagoon? Even though chances are Megatron knew about Electron, why would have Thrust told him? He could have killed Megatron there and then. He would have become the new Decepticon leader. So ponder that for you. So yes, so there we go. That is Dunerunner, aka Beachcomber, and I'm quite happy with him. I'm going to switch his head out, give him the sparkly pieces if I can, and try to figure out some way to make him look even more pacifist. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, maybe leave me a comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you want more notifications. I post at least once a week, providing something else doesn't happen. And of course, I have hit 403 plus views now, so let's keep it up. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.